Nestled in the heart of San Francisco's Golden Gate Park lies a serene body of water, its surface often draped with layers of mist in the early morning, and at twilight, the tranquil Stow Lake. But beneath this calm exterior, local legend has given rise to one of the city's most enduring ghost stories, the tale of the Stow Lake Ghost. The story begins in the early 1900s, a time when Golden Gate Park was already a cherished retreat from the bustle of city life. Families strolled beneath the tall cypress trees, couples rowed boats across Stow Lake, and children played along its winding paths. It was during these years that a tragic incident forever changed the fortunes of this peaceful place, laying the foundation for the haunting that locals and visitors still whisper about today. As the legend goes, a young mother came to Stow Lake with her baby one brisk afternoon. The air was crisp, scented by eucalyptus and pine, and gentle ripples danced on the lake's surface. The woman, seeking respite from her burdens, found a bench near the water and sat, lost in thought as her baby rested quietly in a stroller by her side. Stories differ on what happened next. Some say she was distracted by friends, others that she simply wandered beside the water's edge, entranced by the soft lapping of waves and the beauty of her surroundings. What is clear, according to the story, is that when she returned to the bench, her baby was gone. In a panic, the mother searched the pathways, her calls echoing across the quiet lake. Desperation overtook her as daylight faded. Fearing the worst, she combed every inch of Stow Lake, asking the few passers-by for help. But the baby was nowhere to be found. As darkness descended, the mother grew more frantic. Some say she waded into the lake itself, searching, until she too disappeared beneath the water's still surface, her grief too much to bear. Others believe she succumbed to heartbreak, her restless soul eternally bound to the place where loss had consumed her. Since that infamous day, generations of locals have sworn to encounters with the ghostly woman by Stow Lake. They say she appears shrouded in mist, eyes hollow with sorrow, her dress billowing in a wind only she can feel. Her presence is most often felt at dusk or late into the night, when the branches above the lake cast long shadows and the world grows quiet, blurring the line between reality and the supernatural. Some witnesses report hearing soft sobs drifting over the water. Others claim to have seen a pale figure standing at the edge of the lake, gazing out with a look of longing, sometimes calling a name only she remembers. Rowers who have ventured onto the lake after dark tell of sudden chills, unexplainable ripples disturbing the calm water, and strange fogs that seem to emanate from nowhere. A particularly chilling account involves drivers who travel the park's looping roads late at night. On more than one occasion, motorists say a woman in a long, wet dress has appeared at the roadside, silently pleading for a ride or asking in a trembling voice, "Have you seen my baby?" The tradition holds that if you answer no, she vanishes, leaving you with a sense of heaviness, a sorrow that clings like the cold, damp fog. If you say yes, legend says she'll haunt your dreams until the truth is told. Year after year, thrill seekers and believers, skeptics and skeptics-turned witnesses, all come to Stow Lake intent on catching a glimpse of the legendary ghost. Some bring cameras, hoping to capture flickers of a figure in white. Others come with nothing but cautionary tales, heard from friends or grandparents, stories swapped at sleepovers or around campfires, each one adding their own details to the evolving myth. While many dismiss the tales as folklore, a classic ghost story fit for any old city park, the Stow Lake Ghost has become part of San Francisco's patchwork of mysteries, as essential as the fog itself. For every rational explanation, there are more questions. Who was the woman? Was her story based on truth, or spun from the threads of collective imagination? Why do so many share the same chilling experiences? Moments of inexplicable dread, path crossings with a woman who should not, by all rights, still be roaming the park. Folklorists point out that tales, like that of the Stow Lake Ghost, offer insight into our communal fears and hopes. The lost mother is a symbol, some suggest, of the city's history of immigration and displacement, of families torn apart by circumstance, of the ache of longing that never quite fades. To others, she is a cautionary reminder of the dangers lurking even in the safest places, and the way loss and love can tie a soul to the earth long after life's end. Yet, for those who have felt a sudden chill walking the northern banks of Stow Lake, who have glimpsed pale movement among the shadows, or heard footsteps where there should be none, the story is more than just an allegory. Such experiences raise questions that linger, elusive like fog across the water. Visitors to Golden Gate Park today still pause by Stow Lake to watch the ducks glide across the glassy water, to admire the steps leading up to the historic Observatory Hill, or to stroll the bridge to Strawberry Hill's wooded trails. But every so often, when twilight deepens and the wind sighs through the trees, they pause and fall silent, listening. And sometimes, just sometimes, that silence is pierced by a cry, a whisper of heartbreak fading as the evening settles in. In the end, the legend persists not only because people love a good ghost story, but because places are shaped by the stories we tell. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, standing at the edge of Stow Lake, sense sharpened by darkness and the unknown, it's hard not to feel the weight of a century's worth of memory. It's hard not to wonder if somewhere at the margin of mist and water, a grieving mother spirit is still searching, still hoping, still haunting the heart of San Francisco. So the next time you find yourself wandering among the shadows of Golden Gate Park, listen closely to the whispers of the past. For in the interplay of history, imagination, and the unexplainable, the story of the Stow Lake Ghost endures, an unforgettable echo on the still waters of time.